Okay, let's rev up my vocal cords. Right. So we are starting from the very, very beginning. I'm going to make a brand new character. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time in Character Creator. I have an idea of so I've got an idea of a few, but I'm not really too sure of what I actually want to go for. Ooh, I need to move that. But thank you very much. Is this someone I know? I don't know, let's... let's pop this in here. Right, so that's a bit nicer. So, if I'm gonna go... It's like, my first thought is to go as one of these. Pop that on. Yeah, let's go for it. Maybe a bit more like that. Yeah. Right, next. Yay! Nah, fair enough. I need to go back over it. I've been reading, in fact, I've been catching up on Dr. Stone, because I saw that the last chapter came out recently, and so I started again and just kind of blitzed my way through it. I'm about halfway now, and it's really good. It's like, it's a really nice speed run of Minecraft / Civilization. So yeah, that's a good manga. I think the anime's coming back soon, but what's out of the anime is pretty good as well. It's kind of wholesome. Like, it's just kind of nice and feel good. But no, I definitely need to source Berserk again, because I only got up to a certain point, and actually give it a proper look in. So you've caught me while I'm doing character creation, so I'm going to go through all of the hairstyles, because I'm probably going to go for one of the Rugadin, because to be perfectly honest, I'm not really fond of many of the other races. You've got, it's like maybe a Highlander, but they're just like, eh. My main is one of these, and I do like them a lot. I've been one since 2013, so I've got a little bit of attachment. Like, the bunny people, everyone's fucking a bunny person at some point, and like, you've got your little bishy guys, ephemeral ladies. Femme Hrothgar might be interesting when they finally get added, but the dev team says they're working on it, and it's probably not going to come out until the next expansion. Oh shit. So yeah, I forgot to switch it over. I've been very busy at the moment. The missus has been ill, so I've been looking after my little boy. Steph's had some kind of allergy, so she's been out of commission. So I've been doing a lot, and I completely forgot to switch off my dumb little face thing and go actually onto this. So yeah, I'm going through the races, and I'm really It's like, I'm probably gonna head towards this, seeing as it's my go-to, repeating what I was just saying. Oh dear, doing well today. But yeah, it's like the Fem Hrothgar, when they come out, might be interesting to mess around with, maybe for a bit. But yeah, I'm not really too bothered. The Aura, no. Same with the Vieira. Makote, definitely not. I've never been a fan of them. See, I'll only do Lalafell for memes, but that's all they're good for. What did you go with again, Leona? I'm just trying to remember. You can go up there. It's like, did you go for the cat person? Or were you... So I have a feeling that you were like an elf or something. I can't remember what you'd said. Well, I'll mess around with this guy a bit more. No. 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 See, that's never quite worked on these guys. Stand still. I'm thinking maybe... So that's not a bad one. Weird and balding. No. The more anime hairstyles look more out of place than like these ones. Yes. That's not as bad. No, no Jesus. Fucking little cowslick. Alfalfa. I'm not too keen on that. This one, on the other hand, I might very well go with. That one's not too bad either. Same with that. It's like that kind of length, I think, is as far as you can really push it. Like, it starts getting a bit silly. And now we're on to, I think these are the Type 0 references. So it's genderless hairstyles. I mean, the old Zac Fair kind of hairdo. It's not the worst. Yes. There's always this option, which is good on pretty much any class. Well, I say class, any race. I mean, if I was going to main samurai, then possibly. But... Oh, let me just reply back to a message. I'm also going to pop it on silent. Seeing as I don't have work tomorrow or anything like that, I think I can go for a fair bit tonight. It's only 9:30 anyway, so there's no major rush, and there's no kind of deadline either. We'll switch the music on for a bit. was gonna wait until I got fully into the game, but nah, we'll have some background noise. Alright then. No, I don't like that. No mullets. Mullets are a bad idea. So far it's a toss-up between this, this, and those two. To be honest, hair's something I can always change depending on how I feel. But I do like that one. I've always liked that one. And nice dark brown. That's not bad. Don't mind that one. I hate how the beards are attached to them as well. Like, visual features. So each beard is for each different face. Not really the biggest fan of them. Don't want that. No, that was the other side. Yeah, I don't really want any scars on him. Might change that later, but yeah. So face, yeah, I'll leave it as that. I'm gonna have to get rid of the beard to see his jaw better. Is there not really any options? I'm not seeing any changes. Well, shit. Bing, pop that back on. Pop that there. Yep. Eye colour. What do I want to go with? Roundabout. Let's go really in. Round about there. Yeah, that'll do it. And let's go in a bit closer. Type 1, type 2. Yeah, let's go type 4. I like type 6. And fair enough. There's a few more people in. Go for that. Let's have a look at the mouths. Type 3 I like. Shall I give him some big old lipstick? Nah, he doesn't need any. Facial features done already. Tattoos I don't need to do. Same with face paint. Right. Let's go for voice. Is that coming through? If anyone wants to say how nicely that is coming through. Actually, 1 second. One moment. Maybe not type 1. Right, let's have a look at type 2. It's an interesting one. It's kind of hearty laugh, I don't mind that. Alright then. It's kind of like Gosetsu. I don't mind that one. It's a good laugh. Lots of growls. Sounds like he's trying to take a really big shit. Right. Well, that's good though. I don't mind that. Nice evil laugh. Goes from yeah to... Yeah, it's not doing it for me. I've got to go through them again. Maybe some sharp-eared people out there will be able to help me as well. But in the meantime... I'm special. I'm very special. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, that tickled me. I'm waiting for a couple of people to come along before I go any further. Hang on. What I will do though is I will save the appearance data. Because I can go back. I'll make a couple of saves for like maybe one of each. And go for an Ellison. Yeah, go for the Dusk Whites. Right then. Let's make him really tall. Make him look like Nightcrawler. See, the elves can get away with a lot more of the, like, other styles than the Rogadin can. The slimmer frames. Like that. Or this. I could get away with this character. That's not bad. It does work. Still not a fan of the mullet. That's just fortunate. But we won't be seeing him for a good while. Pompadour is always an option. It's always an option. Let's go to the top. I'm not trying to make Horse font. I wouldn't even attempt it. No. Is that the closest one? I think it is. By Azura, by Azura, by Azura. The Grand Champion. Oh, I'd have to... Right. I'll go to you. You have to be really short. Like, the palest I can go is that? I think that's paler. And then... It's a shame you can't do like hair length. It's gotta be bright fucking yellow as well. It's that one, or it's that one. It's a shame I can't mess around with any sliders. Like, they were smart enough to not let you do that. I don't want to run around as the adoring fan, though. No, it needs to be, like, stupidly round. For an anime game, there's not as many bug eyes as I'd want there to be. Yeah, that's okay. I can't remember, does he have a really big... Like... Is it a big mouth, or is it not? Oblivion Adoring Fan. Give me a second, I'm just sorting out something. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can get as close to this as I possibly can. So if we go... Oh, no, I don't want to lose all progress. Right, go for dusk white. I'm gonna see skin color. They're all like at least somewhat nice. Go for that. It's got to be as bright yellow as possible. But like, this is gonna be hard. Face. Fuck it, go for that one. He needs big ears. Alright, I need the squarest jaw possible. I mean, he's got a pretty square jaw. It's too rugged though. Put that like that. Alright, okay, they're around about, they're like that colour. Biggest eyebrows. Type 5, possibly. Yeah, that's the closest I'm gonna get. Yeah, type 5 again, that's good. Great big mouth. Nope, nope, nope. Type 1. I mean, if I do that and then bump them up, I mean, that's the closest I'm gonna get. There's only... I went to kind of get rid of some of those. Oh dear. I mean, that is the closest I'm actually going to get. So, fuck it, I'll save the data. This, on the other hand, can fucking just get removed. It can go away, never to be seen again. What else was I planning on? Oh yes, speaking of memes. Let's go for that. Like a taller fell. That's a proper potato look. Become what you must. Shall we make the most... Gotta make like the hardest... See the mullet? The mullet would work here. I'd be willing to go with mullet. Or one of these. I mean, that's always a choice. Have him be a literal onion that you can pluck from the ground. There is always that. Facial features. Ah, yes. I'll be a corrupt samurai as a Lalafell. I've been going for half an hour already. So, right, I should really stop pissing around. Am I? Nah. Right, how do I pick? Yeah, I'll load appearance data. Because this is probably what I'm gonna go with. And it's probably an idea that I start making a move. Oh yeah, I need to fucking find out my voice. I go off of it purely off the laughs a lot of the time. That's not a bad one. Neither's that. I could always go for the evil laugh. Nah, I like type 4. Yep. Put that there. See, the whole of this doesn't... Oh, hello. So this doesn't really take all that much in the whole... Like... Birthdays don't matter in this game. So it's just pretty much, a lot of the time you go... Find your month of the year and then put in your date and you go, okay, cool. This, however, this is going to be where I'm going to start taking some notes, because the 12 are going to get more information given about them later on. Well, I say later on, in April, in fact, when the first of the 24-man raids for Endwalker comes out, which deals with the 12. So, yeah, Hello Nay's good, but I'm going to go through all of them. Kind of just distill the information, because I do have the Encyclopedia Eorzea, which will then help me kind of move along and kind of get that all sorted. Information that's probably not going to be in here, but it's a good reference as well. But if I write it down, I'll remember it. So, ice. Goddess of war. Ishgard, but then again, I'm probably not going to forget the fact that she's the deity of Ishgard. First month. So, see, that's one thing I haven't really... I can't say I remembered. Is daughter of Ralga. And Ralga, as we'll see, is the patron of Alamigo. It says it's from the stuff that the devs have said is about it's concerning the 12. I don't know if it's exclusively about them, but it's it is kind of getting more information, because so far we've got the fact that they're the patrons of various city-states and civilizations, and Louisoix and Papalymo's spells. But that's about it. There's not really much. You also got the fact that around here somewhere, let me just find them, is this one. There's Azema, and that's very close to something completely different, which is Azem. And once you get through to Shadowbringers, you learn about Azem, and you learn a little bit more once you go into Endwalker. So it's interesting that one of those is them, and there seems to be certain parallels between others and other characters, as we will soon see. So there's 12 of them here, 13 technically if you split up Northern Fall. It's a little bit close, and there's probably going to be something like a lost or a no longer needed god, which is maybe, I have a hunch, is maybe going to be some of the issues we're going to run into in the 24-man. But yeah, back to Halone. Let me just finish off. So, rival of Nothaka. Warrior with big shield. Well, a great shield. Symbol, 3 spears. So I should have done some stuff about the races as I was going through the character creation, but I can always go back to them. I've got the encyclopedia. I'll be definitely looking into doing something on the races. So Menfina. Like these names do actually pop up quite a lot. Hello, Charlie. This is the gentleman that I picked, because I did the character creations. So I'm just going for it. This is mainly just this is flavor text. So the world and its gods have nothing really to do with your character. It's just kind of background stuff for RP more than anything. You know, what's your fucking star sign? And so Menfina, Moon, Goddess of Love. So there's 2 with ice. So So there's 2 gods that command ice. Let me just see. Water, water, wind. Alright, so you've got astral and umbral. Nice, 2nd month. Sister of Azima. Which is interesting as well. Obviously there's going to be the whole kind of thing, but if they do link back, I don't know. I'm sure that, well, ask your local astrologian. Yep. Lover of Oshon. So if they do have any links back to the it's a kind of flat ass. He's got big thighs, but that's about it. So yeah, if they do have any linkage to, say, the Convocation, it'd be interesting to see how they've kind of, like, their relationships and stuff has changed over time. Lover of Oshon. So I'm just physically writing down notes here so I can remember them better. Made with skillet. Full moon symbol. Yeah, he's got a bit of a Hank Hill situation, and that's been a long-running joke that Yoshi P came in and he nerfed the asses. He just got rid of them on everyone. Let me just quickly Valiak. I mean, this is all stuff I can come back to. I can actually look it up. I do want to get moving. So I've kind of thinking about making, well, Phaliak's a good one because he's a scholarly person, and this is going to be, in my slight RP, he is going to be a scholarly person. He's going to go around and he's going to learn things. Change of space, got the time, Yep. Nope. I'll go with him. Right, now we can get on to the really cool stuff, and really fun stuff. Is, what do I start off as? Because in this particular run, well, I say run, in this character, I will be going through everything. I'll literally be scraping from area to area, any quests that I can do with my level, and to effectively use the EXP from everything, I will be leveling every class, because they all have stuff associated with them. So it's more a case of, what do I begin with, and where do I start? Because you've got the Gladiator, which turns into the Paladin at level 30. And that's a big tank with a sword and shield. You've got the Pugilist that turns into the Monk. It's big punches. Very see, I have thought about Arcanist because I'm running around with a book. The Marauder, which turns into a warrior. Another tank. I'm interested to see how monks actually changed, because I've barely touched it at level 80 at the moment. You've got the Lancers that turn into Dragoons. They jump all over the place, bounce around. That's another damage class. You've then got your Bard, ranged DPS. I have been playing a fair bit of Bard. I've got it up to like level 84 now, and it's fun. I've certainly like how they've changed how the song system works, and how you can kind of keep your extended DPS going. You've got White Mage, which goes from Conjurer. That's a healer. And then you've got Black Mage from Thaumaturge. That's magic, big explosions, kaboom. And then you've got Arcanist. And Arcanist goes either into Scholar, which is a healer, not shown here, or Summoner, which is this one. You get little wings, and then you summon things and you do damage. I do like how they've changed Summoner. Summoner is really fun now. But to be perfectly honest, I am just more than happy going with whatever. Because I'm going to be doing all of them anyway, so yeah. And the beginning section, I will be going back on, and because the only thing that changes is the MSQ. So for the first set of levels, you've got a unique story for each starting area. So there's a specific one where you meet Y'shtola in Limsa Ahoy. Then you've got Thancred in Uldar doing that kind of stuff, and then you've got Yida and Papalymo in Gridania. So you're thinking this one, Charlie. You want me to start off with this one? I'm cool with that. I'll start off as an Arcanist. And using this for the MSQ will make sure that it's nice and leveled, and I don't really have to worry too much. And having a healer already... Actually, no, if I'm doing everything anyway. But I'll do this, and then because I start off in... not Gridania, in Limsa, I'll then pick up the Marauder and the Rogue, which is not featured here. You have to get that in-game. Right, okay. I'd say I'm good to go. Speak now or forever hold your truth. Shiva. Yep. Is there any... I was wondering if there was any that was, you know, any that had the buff on. Oh well. Right. So for this, I will be myself. Confirm. And because everyone's playing Elden Ring, I can actually get on. No problem. Oh, beautiful. Right. Cutscene time. Oh no. These are some long queues, aren't they, Josh? Some very long queues. We'll just have to wait. They'll let me in eventually. Whee! There you go. I was messing around earlier trying to create that with an Ellison. It didn't quite work out. You'll see. There's some cutscenes first.
Here.
I don't want to ruin the ambience.
Feel.
It's going to be interesting to see the updated textures on this.
Hear, feel, think.
I'm going to beat you with this book. Oh, I love it. Just fucking backhand him. So that hear, feel, think you'll hear a lot. And now it is time for me to do some voice acting. Oi, you're alright, lad. This is going to be the awkward part of it. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Rolling of the ship got your stomach churning, has it? See, it works if it's on the DPS or a tank. So, like the paladin, you'll get a big sword and shield. With the warrior, you get big axe, dragoon, a spear, and so on and so forth. And then, with the casters, you've got book, stick. This chap is, you get him on no matter where you go, but they're one of 3 brothers. Remember that. It'll be on the test. Doesn't seem like seasickness now that I look at you. It'll be the ether, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others. See, we ain't too far from Vilbrand now, which is chock full of etherites. So ether is, the best way to put it is, ether is energy. It's matter. And it also corresponds to magic. And living beings are made up of ether. You find storages of ether in crystals. They can be aspected towards like fire, lightning, ice, water. You've got 6 elements. And that's what allows you to use magic and do various things. You'll get more information about ether later on. No need to fret though, you'll soon get used to it. Ugh, might as well have been blooming seasickness. Sheep sleeping around like a demented chocobo today. You know what a chocobo is, don't you, Charlie? I don't want to have to explain that. I'll feel bad. I reckon I might head out onto deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Fucking hell. Limsa is still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how about you keep me company till we get there? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see. These are important. You will see more of them. So a chocobo, like, searching on Google, it's been part of Final Fantasy since Final Fantasy III. I think that's when they introduced chocobos. And they're just big birds that you use instead of horses. So you're running around on a chocobo. In gameplay terms, they have it so you can have ones that fly around, ones that can climb up mountains, run across the sea, all of that kind of stuff. These are little elven children's teenagers, and they're not. Alice is the sister here. You can tell because she's got a red, and Virgil over here, Alphino, is blue, and he's the brother. They will become main characters. And this guy's a little prick to begin with. Any road, Brennan's the name and peddling's my trade. He's going to tell you about where we're going. So we're on a ship to an island called Vilbrand, and on Vilbrand is the nation of Limsa. No, they're main characters. They're just protagonists. They're not that emo. They're just little shits. Ah, smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, lad, judging by your unusual garments, I say you were one of those new adventurers. Am I warm? I love how, especially with Rogadin, the camera pans up and then it can't quite get because he's too tall. I'm a big boy. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventurers are risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Why did I become an adventurer? To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune. Squall. ... whatever. To be honest, I'm just gonna... Because this barely does anything, but you get a ring off of this guy. Or you get a ring in general. And the power one has one kind of stat, the glory one has one kind of stat, the fortune another one. So there's like little bits of flavour, but they don't really mess with things too much. Go with power? Yeah, I'm cool with that. Power, as in the power to do good, like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that? I thought that's what you meant.
No, it isn't.
Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. Once we make port, you best sign yourself up at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild neither. Limsa's home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to swing an axe, or even sling a spell, you should think about seeking one out. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. So, once I get to level 10, and I do my class quest for level 10 on Arcanist, I will get the ability to change jobs and level up other classes, which I will be doing. Ships off the starboard bow, pirate colours. Who are pirates? Bloody hells! Have you no sense? Get below. Hello, rats. You're a rat from where? Not many can beat Joey. What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship flying laments and colours? Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. You can rest easy, friends. We made it out of cannon range, and no buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty temptress once the wind's in her sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept his head on his shoulders. I reckon I'd have lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? So, one of the other things with A Realm Reborn is that they had a particular contract with a voice acting studio. That contract changed with Heavensward, and you will soon see why. Because I'm definitely playing it in English, as cringy as it may be, at some certain points. By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa? Do I lie? Because it's definitely not. I can't remember what how the dialogue changes. I don't know what to go for. What should I go for, people? Yes or no? Just lie and go, yes, it is my first time. I have not been playing this game for now 9 years. Oh god, it will be in August. Oh Christ. It is. Well then, let this journey to itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Ahem. Limsa Ahoy prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Haha. Yeah. I don't quite have my Monster Ultra, so I can't be that boomer. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if it weren't bad enough, I've heard the Sahagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them are sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. So you've got fish people? We've been introduced to fish people. At long last, land ho. Behold Limsa Ahoy, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Lemalen, goddess of navigation. Someone does say that at some point. I should be good for most of the pronunciations as well, because I'm a fucking nerd.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Rotano Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Ahoy. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limlane.
Well, isn't this chap Louisois?
What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
Yeah, so his story's done. They got him all sorted. He doesn't need to come back. Like, he's a really good voice. Like, I'm not gonna lie with that, but yeah. And here's where we part ways, son. Sonny boy, I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, and it's on to the high road for me. This man's accent will never be consistent. Here, I want you to have this by way of thanks for saving me arse earlier. That's fucking Balfir Urianje. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Oh, right. I did put spoilers in the title, so I'm talking about all over the place, wherever it kind of into
discovery and
like it fits.
May the navigator guide this brave soul on his life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
No, that's alright. Like, this is going to be a lore through, so I'm going to pluck and go, hey, this ties into this, and this ties into this. Like, the context will be vastly removed, so by the point it actually makes anything, it's, you know, it kind of, yeah. Ah, the port of degeneracy. You what? What icon? Oh, I've lost the source. I lost the source files on that. I'm gonna get some new ones at some point. Yeah, those were on the old computer, like way back. Oh, here's some dialogue. Hey, you there? Oh no, it's the police. I mean you. This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. Yes, the players have made Limsa into a den of scum and villainy, and RP, and ERP. Oh no, the Popo, they're going to get me. Ah, an adventurous fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Limsa's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lad, I haven't got all day. Time for gameplay. So welcome to Limsa, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands, the rough-cut diamond of the Rotano Sea. Please select the control scheme that you wish to use. I'm gonna play a controller. You can fuck off. You can fuck off. Get out of here. Go on, get. It's just comfy, bro. And because I know yeah. Actually, nothing go there. Let me go back up here. This is for a reason, so I don't have to do it later. And that should be. Actually, no. Yeah, until I get to level 30, they can live there. Jawsome. Look, I have a book, and it has geometric patterns and graphs in it. Oh, you got fucking Joy-Con drift. I have been thinking about getting, like, if I can find a cheap one, which is probably more than... is I want to get an Xbox Elite, because they look like fun, with, like, extra paddles and stuff like that. Like, I kind of have that with this controller, but I don't know how to macro the other side. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, let's play the game. Actually, character configuration. Targets. I'm just making sure. Yep. Show all, show none. There, we're clicking on self. Yep. Just trying to find HUD. Let's get rid of that. Display duty list. World main scenario guide. Do that. Do that. Where the hell's the stuff where I start up? Because I want to get off general help and stuff. Ah, shit. Oh yeah, like, you've got all of this shite to mess around with. Like, a lot of stuff. In fact, it's probably going to be in here. Server due to this, main menu, notices. Fucking sort it out later. I'll do that off stream. But yeah, first quest. Let's stop fucking around. Active help with UI settings, character configuration. Nope. UI settings. Yes. Go away. Go away. Aha! I think I did it. Right, cool. Let's fucking carry on. So, description of this quest. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Limsa, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Give them your email, make a password, give them your phone number, so that they can give you spam emails and sell your information on. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're likely to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. He has a lot of optimism for the place that he lives in. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. Ooh, excuse me. So that's the pub. Go speak to that fella. It's not far, just head straight down the street and speak with Greffa. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that will take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Badaron. He's the proprietor of the Wench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along, and may the navigator guide you on your journey. Yay. You have begun a quest. Tutorials. Oh yeah, shit. Action traits. Main commands. Nope, general. Let's put sprint there, put limit break there. Oh. I'm too early to even be allowed to sprint. Welcome to Limsa. If you have mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Take the Crow's Lift. Yes. But yeah, you don't really save this game. It's completely online. So talk to this dude. Now this guy's going to be fun to voice act. Greetings to you, lad. What'll it be? But you ain't here for a drink, are you? You've come with a mind to try your hand at adventuring, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limsa. The name's Badaron, and this most hospitable of hostelries is the Drowning Wench. 'Tis also the home of the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. That's why we got a desk specially for handling guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regulars. I'm doing alright. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see. Comes a bit more naturally than I thought it would. Not that they need it in these parts on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course. But if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill a lot of us. Aye, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. It's where you come in. And who can blame him? After everything that's happened, Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity. But our homes weren't the only things what got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. And it took our bleeding memories too, and no one's been able to explain it in the ways that makes an ounce of sense. So ons is ounce. And you'll find that there's differences for terms of measurements and weights, like a yarm is a yard, marm a mile, so on and so forth. None of the folks that what saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how it tale actually goes. It is all foggy, like recollections from an hard night on the ale. You can imagine why people feared it for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. Oh, I'm just clicking the pen. That's probably not good. But there is one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers who laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say remember. Truth is, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. The goddamn calamity spawned memory loss robbed us of their names. And they won't even let us picture their damn faces. 'Tis like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see is in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it, by the way, give or take the odd gull. It's this which got people calling those heroes the Warriors of Light. If Limsa's ever gonna put this time of darkness behind it, it's gonna need adventurers to help banish the fear. It's gonna need new heroes like you. Like the ones that we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. And that's why any aid we can give to adventurers effort well spent. What say you, lad? You're willing to lend us your strength? There's a lot of talking. My thanks to you, and the navigator and all. I know she steered you my way for a reason. How terrible is my accent? Because it's pretty fucking bad. But listen to me yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis high time we got your mark in me book. Pretty scroll right here. I might have to go get a drink. Quite cross, is it? A fine name, that is. Why, thank you. I thought of it all myself. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Venturers Guild. Congratulations! Congratulations! You there, adventurer. You sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? Look at that smug asshole. Look at this dopey cunt. Look at this dopey fucker right here. Look at that face. She seems to be like the only normal one. It's a silly helmet. The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friend signals, were you? I thought I was still talking about Baderon for a second. Oh, here we go. Now hold on just a moment there, officer. You've got the wrong bloke. This fine, upstanding young gent is my dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. The lad wouldn't be caught dead fraternising with such unsavoury elements. What makes you think it was murder? Is that right? Are you surely aware of the recent kidnappings? Respectfully then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Aye, you make a good point there, officer. Very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I'll keep one eye open at all time. Me and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say ye to a tankard of my finest ale before you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Jesus Christ, this fucking guy. Like, you can kind of see why they went to town, because there was no voice acting. Just fucking write anything. Koji Fox, you bastard. Ain't got the faintest idea of what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait or Melfor, but that don't mean it won't get you good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? My immersion is wrong. What do you mean? You'll have to excuse these eager bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spate of kidnappings, see, and they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they've taken to clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means venturers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Lominsons can be headstrong bunch of bastards, tis true, but given time we'll grow on you. Now where was I? Oh aye, welcome to Limsa Lominsa, where the sea is green as the faces of me patrons after too many black belly whiskies. Now, take a moment to gather your wits and we'll get started with learning you the ways of the city. Like any good RPG, it takes fucking forever to move. But your reward is... Yay! Level 2! Can I not get mountain cities anymore? Oh, that sucks. It's fucking shit, that. Alright, Josh, what the fuck do you mean by my immersion is wrong? I would like a explanation, please. Please? Maybe? I'll say something in a second, doesn't matter. Right, moving on. So, first quest, close to home. Badron, proprietor of the Drowning Wench, wants you to perform 3 tasks. These tasks free that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Yay, more tutorials. Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with these 3 tasks that will help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, if you head down the floor and then point your nose to the west, you'll get to an eye full of that great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aephorite, a device that can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, providing there's an aephorite where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there and he'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work until you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armours and all your venturing bits and pieces for sale in the district which lies beyond the aephorite. Don't go throwing your gill around just yet though, or you get fleeced quicker than you can say, "Why is me coin purse so light?" Have a word with Swazblate instead. He's the head of the Merchants League, by the way. Give him this old Octon and you'll treat you well. For the last Mielfil ints, I suggest you meet some fellow spell slingers at the Arcanist Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for your tome if you decide to join their crew. Marie at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that, lad? Seeing to them 3 tasks will take you on your little jaunt around the city and help you work out where everything is. Now I best be getting on. Run along, eh? Still going. Bugger it. There I go, sending you off without telling you something crucial. That bloody calamity's made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that'll the ale. Any road. While you're out, if you happen to pass any poor sods what look like they might need your help, consider giving them their tale of woe a lesson, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Ninia over yonder's been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend an ear and see what she has to say? Aye, you like to find yourself running all down errands in the beginning. But once you build a reputation as a man folk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. I'm trying, honestly, I'm trying. I'm giving up for a second. I'll just speak this one normally. If you've the time, I'd also seek the advice of the smith here in the wench. The lads as bear that title have some fine advice for them what are just starting out in the profession, and that, my lad, is how you get to becoming a legend among adventurers. I can translate if needed. Right, I'm done. To leave the Drowning Wench, you must accept the quest Making a Name. Okay. So this is a veteran adventurer, and he's going to give me some information. Well, would you look at this? A shiny new adventurer. Listen close, lad. I have some information that might just help you put you on the map here in Limsa. Yeah, pretty much. You know, there'll be little exclamation marks above people's heads. I was passing through Bulwark Hall not too long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered about on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been on the black market wares known as dream flowers. Limsa is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How the plants end up on the mizzenmast, who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is to make a name of yourself by handing them in. Speak to Skainral, and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs, take them to Aldskiff at the Octant. Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such shady goods. Oh, thanks, Joe. Honestly, I am trying. You wish to visit Bulwark Hall below. The crow's lift is wherever you when you are. Ow! Fucking bash my hand off the fucking table. Gotta pick up some herbs. I will have to go to the Moogle at some point and pick up all of the shit. Because I'm not leaving the Aephorite. Not the Aephorite, but the Memphina's earring? Yeah, it's the moon earring. This is gameplay! Yeah! Playing the video game! Yeah! How long before I get a invite into an FC? I'm not going to take it though. Yes, I'm Aldskiff. You have some herbs you wish me to examine? Yes. Here. What does the text say for the herbs? A common weed rumoured to have relaxing properties when either ingested or smoked. So I've just picked up a whole bunch of weed. Yes, as you suspected, these are the highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They're the prime ingredients in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into the sleep of death. Forgive me, I could not resist the jest. These herbs are naught more than Alphic lavender, a common enough export from Limsa. In fact, these probably spilled from crates that were loaded onto my very own ship. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, son, but not to worry. You've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. You're a good lad, you. Yay. Sort emotes by name. Add to hotbar. Wherever I go, I must flex. Yeah. So, shall we have a look at some of these weirdos? The absolute state of Limsa. Time for another cutscene. More tutorials. Another novice adventurer. Aye, Badaron has sent more than a few of your kinds this way of late. More than a few? They're fucking surrounding us. There's millions of them. I am Sund Hilmal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It is also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. So here's the lore reason why the Aephorites are what they are. Crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to the other. This is why you can teleport all over the place, and it makes sense. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aephorites and their connection to the flow of ether. So the magic flows around, you hop on, and then you can teleport. You go, whee! And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune himself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the cities, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The aetherites you found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about the aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. Woo! So now I have a new spell, which is out of combat spell, and I can go down there. Alright, cool. You got your markets, you got more player characters. That'll be useful. This is where I'm gonna spend a lot of time once I get past a certain point. Swazblate. A fine evening to you, sir. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo, but recently arrived on the docks. You bear a gift from Badarong. Whatever you could it... Ah, my octant! By the navigator, I must have left it behind in the wench, along with a week's pay and several bells' worth of intoxicated memories. So an hour is a bell. So this is a rusted octant, an instrument widely used in maritime navigation. This one appears to be the victim of the elements. I do like... Some of the tooltips are quite good. I am most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? A's grain is like Shrek. It is simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek. You need no look further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley, which is this bit here. Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armour will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stores specialising in tools of every martial discipline imaginable. So keep an eye on your gear. You need to... you can't just get away with having nothing. So, and within but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all your potion and perishable needs. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Yeah, I kind of do need gear on to get to the right item level. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light or your time is short. But verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. Yay! Fucking advertisements for fucking bars. Weirdos. Yep, quick teleport inside cities. Yay, now I can summon it. Nice. I got a little buddy. Follow me, little buddy. Yeah. Might as well get this while I'm here. So, we are in the Arcanist Guild, and the Arcanist Guild is part of the customs of this port city. So you've got a bunch in the immigration and customs trying to get their merchandise to be sold. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. It is here that we research and develop the field of Arcanima. Arcanima is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. Ah, but if I am not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of our history as well? Carbuncle smoothies, yummy. The roots of Arcanima can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allowed a practitioner to weave ether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the school of Arcanima was born. Many such mages wishing to expand their understanding of the world took the seeds aboard trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Limsa Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite and soon secured positions in the realms of governance and council. The knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Merwib, counting several wielders Arcanima among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So at the Admiral's express orders, an official Arcanist Guild was established and funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanima, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you will continue the study of this challenging discipline, then I must insist that you indicate your commitment to joining our guild. Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild, or are you now intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? I will take that up. Your sound judgment is to be commended. Now standard practice dictates that I introduce you to our guild master, that you might convey your intentions in person. Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at present. Instead, you may speak with Mistress Fubegim. She has shouldered full responsibility for the guild's leaderships in the interim. Seawolf names are fun. Yeah, you will find her just over there by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy. Though her mind is sharp and critical, her manner is always most welcoming. I am taller than you, lady. Yes, I am Fubegim. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. As Marie has doubtlessly explained, I am serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins. Allow me then to expound upon this nature. Arcanima taps into the living energies of ether. The evidence of this is represented most aptly, perhaps, by our ability to manifest the arcane entity Carbuncle, and the manner of magic which this ethereal ally employs at our command. The core of the discipline, however, is found in pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary, even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle. This principle takes precedence. If one wishes to make certain of the question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An Arcanist is measured by his ability to calmly analyze a situation from moment to moment and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. The study of Arcanima will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through the predicament after predicament? Are you prepared to reason? No, I am not prepared to reason. Nope. bye bye. I'm done. I think this was a bit too much. I'm going to go back to where I came from. Sorry. I see. Though I commend you on coming to such a realization before joining the guild, I must admit to a measure of disappointment. Should you have a change in perspective, pray do not hesitate to seek me out once more. So yeah, you could just say no. And they're like, oh okay, that sucks, but I guess bye. Actually, if you just give me one moment, I'm going to go and grab myself a drink. My mouth is getting, on my throat is getting a bit sore. So be just a moment, bye bye. What do you mean? What's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with this. There you go, that's better though. Okay, are we actually prepared to reason? I can't skip it, fuck. Right, let me just mash through again, so I accidentally say no. Yes, I am prepared to reason this time. An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Now let us see if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. In Lower Lenosca, not Lenosca, you will find, among others, 3 species of pest, wharf rats, little ladybugs, and oriale. I ask that you employ your skill in Arcanima to eradicate 3 of each type of creature. Leave the city through the Tempest Gate, and you will soon encounter the potential target in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing this preliminary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. So we've got first quest from there. But in a second, I'm going to get... Yeah, I'm going to get told to go out to there anyway. So I'm going to go up here. Yeah, I got myself a nice big glass of water. I'm being a good boy, and I'm hydrating properly. Oh, fuck. Get away from me. Right, so I've got that one. Got that one. Means I just have to go down here. I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping while I'm in Limsa. go towards something that's going to be very, very nice and relaxing streams, which is the big fishing quest. And by nice and relaxing, I'm actually lying. They're going to be very, very stress-inducing. Because the big fishing stuff is definitely something I'm going to try and attempt, but it's going to be fun. Grab this one here. And then, can I just go this way? Oh, I just resummoned him for no reason. Whoopsie. Right. Where does this stick me? Sticks me back out here. Yeah. I'll just go this way for once. Ooh. Yeah, so I need to get to level 10. And once I get to level 10 and I do my level 10 job quest, I will be able to then pick up other jobs. In Limsa Ahoy, there are three battle classes and 1, 2, 3 crafting and 1 gathering. When it comes to crafting and gathering, I'll be giving it a bit of time. I probably won't start doing it until I've at least gotten to level 50. Because all of the A Realm Reborn content and stuff like that, I will do while I am in A Realm Reborn. And Heaven's War content, so on and so forth. That will all kind of come in iteration. And I'll be doing the expansion content as I'm in said expansion. I think there's only one left. Nice. I can't sprint anymore. It is Little Ladies' Day, which comes around in March, I think. I can't remember what it's actually meant to be an allegory for. But it's one of those where it's like, hey, there's an in-game event, get your shit. I don't particularly care for them that much, though. What's that? Oh, it's the... looks alright. Almost as big as me, but not quite. Nah, it's not the greatest. The classical one, the crafted one that I've got at the moment is fucking mwah, chef kiss. That's some good shit. The level 81 Gunblade is also really nice. Yep. I can't move at the moment. Yeah, there's a couple of good dungeon ones. And the... I can't remember what it's called, but the one that you get as part of the artifact gear is also really nice. Neo Exarchate. No, I'm talking about the level 90 one. I thought the Crown's Blade was level 80. I'd have to look on my my other character, but that one's pretty nice. Ah, there you are, quite enjoy your jaunt around the city, did you? Oh, I meant to say 90, sorry. If you mean to base yourself in Limsa... No, I said level 81, as in the Monstrum, the one from the Tower of Zot, the dungeon one. That's really nice. That's what I was on about. If you mean to base yourself in Limsa Ahoy, that won't be the last time you'll visit them 3 places. And now you got some idea of what's where. You can start exploring the rest of the town. Yeah, really good dungeon stuff. I got the level 83 spear for Dragoon the other day, and I'm annoyed that I can't dye it, but it's got a big old drill on the end, and that's pretty cool. Yay! Ooh, I have to get to level 4. Oh lordy. I'm level locked. How about we quickly go and grab a whole bunch of shite? And all this extra stuff will give me more experience. Right, Moogle, give up the goods. Yeah. So, I am skipping a whole bunch of this, but it's pretty much, the Moogles don't show their faces, because why would they? And, excuse me, but they're explaining why Moogles are being used as postmen here is the fact that they just are. I'm going to grab all of this stuff. Actually, I should really be deleting them after I've gotten the stuff from it. Yep. This may take a while, because I have a lot of stuff to go through. Because I have been playing for so long, and I have done all of these expansions, and I've gotten pre-ordered stuff and all of that jazz. I can't remember where you get the Hildebrand stuff. Oh well. I'm gonna fill up my inventory on this shite. Fat Chocobo. Oh yeah, by the way, Josh, as well, I'm on Phoenix. I'm on the same data center. You can come and bother me if you wanted to. I will get you banned. No, I won't. Don't worry. This is gonna be worth it, honest. At least the music's nice. Oh. Need more water. I think I might have to reload, because yeah, I'm gonna have to reload because I have got more letters than it could handle. That's fucking hilarious. That's almost a full tab in my inventory as well. Look at them all. No, I don't want to use Fantasia. I've got 2 of them already. Jeez. That's 37. Alright. Where's my new shit? There you go. That's the one. My big EXP boost. Like, they do lots of like little references and bits and pieces. So if you know like FF8, then that'll make sense. Lol. I think that's before they even said that they were gonna add Blue Mage. Yeah, it would have been because they added Blue Mage in Stormblood. Yeah, just forget about it. Don't think of Blue Mage. Blue Mage is definitely something that I'm gonna come back to after a certain point, because I still don't really know what I'm doing, and yeah. A lot of stuff is just like, hey, you have friends that play the game. Here, take some stuff. Come on! I'm sure there's more. Jesus Christ. I wonder which one's that. That might even be, but this one might be you, Josh. Yes, pretty much. I have a few golden chocobo feathers. Yeah, grab that. I can already get my glamour on. Actually, I won't be able to unlock that until I get to fucking Vesper Bay. That's a shame. Right, okay, cool. Boom. Boom. I now have new things. And I got given a Ring of Fortitude. Extra critical hit, which is my power. Was my power answer. Okay. I now have a big spiky helmet. I should really change what I'm wearing. I'll do that in a bit. Okay then. I got told it was best to go there. So I need to get to level 4. Which really shouldn't take long. Oh yeah, and you should really, if you're still watching, Charlie, I was gonna say, look at the poses. This is how you cast magic. Yeah. I should. I wonder if I will actually get to level 4 just by beating up these things. Yeah, they're down here. It gets better. You do more JoJo poses with this class. So you get these little fates as well that pop up, where it's like, kill these animals. Ow. I still need to do that. I still need to do chi at some point. Yeah. Oh, you're on Dark Knight at the moment. See, I know I didn't like the final stage of the animal weapon. There's really no point me doing this fate because I'm gonna get so much experience anyway. I should really do more do them when I'm doing other classes. But I'm here now. Whee! Wonder when I get Ruby Carbuncle. Have you actually touched Arcanist since the update, Josh? What level are you? Honestly, give it a go. Like, it works so much nicer now. It's got a really good flow to it, like playing a melee DPS almost. That's probably why I get on with it so much more now, because it's just like, oh, it goes this into this, into this, into this, into this, instead of like juggling all over the place. Have you got your dots up? Have you got this, that, and the other? I'm not keen on that scythe. It's cool, I guess, but I'm just not... Yeah! Almost level 5. Woo! But it means that we can go back in. I can give in the level 1 quest, get to level 5, do the level 5 quest, and that'll probably take me to Summerford as well. I'm pretty sure it does. Somewhere along those lines anyway. I think I might sneeze. No, I'm good. Oh, tickly my nose hairs. Okay then. Fucking cooldown. Where do you get those ones from? Palaka. Ah, right. Ooh, they look nice. I just hate how they are on the back though. Those are Sage weapons, and Sage is a healer that got added with the new expansion. Lots of lasers and bits and pieces. But that's at level 70, so I won't be touching that just yet. Okay, I see the creatures beyond the city walls pose little threat. It is with great pleasure then that I formally recognise your initiation into the guild. From this day forth you may proudly bear the title of Arcanist. I suggest you continue your forays into the wilderness and keep the pages of your grimoire turning. There is no finer teacher than the harsh mistress of experience, and to commemorate this occasion I gift you with this hunting log. The enemies marked within its pages has been specifically chosen to challenge your abilities in Arcanima. So this is just, hey, you get a hunting log for every single class and they give you certain enemies to go kill, and it gives you chunks of XP. Next Arcanist quest at level 5, which is now. Yeah! Anything I can put on? Nope. Okay then. So acting guildmaster wishes to assess the improvement of your Arcanima skills. Ah, quite, isn't it? Are you eating well? An empty stomach distracts the mind and leads to hurried judgment. I must oft remind my Arcanists to take meals, so ensconced do they become in their studies. Speaking of such, have you been practicing your tactics with Carbuncle? I believe it is time to assess the improvement of your skills. As with your previous trial, I would have you defeat foes in Lower Lenosha, 3 wild dodos and 3 tiny mandragoras to be precise. Watch carefully the behaviour of your opponents, formulate an effective strategy, and utilise your arcane entity to its fullest potential. I expect you to be back in time for breakfast. Woo! So what I will do is I will pop up here, and I will also grab is that the that's the level 90 spear, isn't it? Oh, bye. Just pop out of existence. Give me that shit. Oh, he's gonna give me some booties. So we have to lend a hand at Summerford Farms. So this game starts obviously very low, down to the ground. You're not really doing much. You're helping out people when and where you can. Still in Limsa Ahoy, how do you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Stalewern, is an old mate of mine. He's got himself a crew of mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that, and he's been trying to bring a bit of life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. He mentioned even another hand or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. You need directions? The place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr gate out to the city and follow the road northeast. Plep, plep, plep. So for this one, if I just go out of there, so there should be little things with these on them, which is my hunting log, which means if I get bored I can go around and I can kill stuff to keep me occupied. And I might as well do the hunting log, as it is part of the questing experience, and you do get a ring out of it in the end. The ring doesn't really help you that much, but it is what it is. But the fates and stuff, I'm probably going to wait until I do another character, unless, for example, with this one, these tiny mandragores I'm doing for a different quest, so I might as well just kill them. I love having one spell. I can heal myself if I so choose, but that's not really what I care about at the moment. I'm just gonna run past this now. I've got what I wanted. Hell yeah! Got the trance gauge. Ruby weapon. Right, cool. Which means I get gem shine as well. Awesome. And one of the things I do like is that they've got it so you get the basic flow of everything pretty early on. So you get it while you're still an Arcanist. and then it just upgrades itself and kind of builds upon it as you go further. So you'll get like Bahamut after a certain point, then you'll get Phoenix, and so on and so forth, which I think is really cool. Right then, I'll do this cutscene, and then I'm going to hop back to the other side and finish off my job quest, and then get back to this. Ah, you must be the adventurer Baderon promised to send along. Quite cross, wasn't it? You honoured his word, and that's a good start. I'm Stalewearing, the old bastard as Baderon likely described me, and this here is my humble orchard. A good number of the lads and lasses working here once terrorised the high seas. If you're wondering why I employ these scratch, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. But the calamity did for our ship, like it did to so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Merlwyb's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers work in the field seemed too fine an offer to refuse. Well, it turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirates. Oops, don't want to skip that. Let me just boop, get that out the way. A lot of my blokes never took to tending the soil, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I called in to train them have been wringing their hands in black despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. Do your busy work, boy. Yeah, I'll grab them. I wonder if there's any worth into even... Oh yeah, they are better. Yay, I got some booties. Right, he's right next to the thing, which means I should be able to use teleport now. Yep, pop that there. And then do that, because I'll come back to him in a moment. Because I'll then go up to here, pop my bum out there. Ooh, more things to kill. Oh shit. Oh well. Yay! I did it. Already level 7. Woo! What did you queue up for, Josh? One second. Oh, let me just check something. Okay, up to date with everything. Alright. See, I haven't really bothered with tomes, like, for ages now. Oh yeah, and if you want to auto-attack using the Summoner or Scholar, you just whack them with your book. Just give them a good old whack. Let's go there. Yeah, I did it. Cool. And now we just run back to the city. We can hand that in and get moving back onto the main quest. I should be able to get to level 10 fairly quickly. Do the level 10 quest, and then I can start picking up other quests and other classes. And then once I've picked up the... Well, actually, what's the time? So it's 11:30. I've really got no major things tomorrow. Like, we've got someone coming over to help with the baby about 9:30 tomorrow morning, so I can stay out to a reasonable time. Look at these people. Ooh, that doesn't look too bad. What are they using it on? It's the aiming one. See, I use the fending one on the one for tanks, and it's got a nice big gauntlet on one arm. It's like one arm's nice and armoured, and it looks good. Oh yeah, I can get one of these out. Let's get you out. Yeah. Have a little cane wandering around after me. Might as well have some of that. I have so many minions to add in. I want to get my inventory nice and clean. Come on. Ah, fuck it. I should be smart and like do it at some other point instead of just wasting time. God, this room gets warm. I do need to save up and get a new case for my PC, because my current one is no good. The airflow is shocking, the fans are awful, and it's old. But regardless, welcome back, Quite. It appears that your coordination with Carbuncle is progressing at a satisfactory pace. Shall we test your growing acumen with a more practical examination? Our work at Melvan's Gate requires us to inspect and record the contents of incoming cargo. To simulate such a task, I have had several crates transported to the cliff south of the Zephyr Gate. I want you to examine those crates, then return the inspected cargo here to me. You would be surprised at the depths which some merchants will sink to deter our customs agents from performing thorough investigations. False bottoms, rotting foodstuffs, flesh-eating Vile King, which is bugs. I suggest you be prepared for any eventuality. Which means you're going to search the crates, something's going to pop out, and you're going to have to kill it. I've got to go down here. Whee! Oh look, it's that other person. Oh no. I've got some slugs. Anything else? I can't remember. It's only at level 5 one, there's probably not much else. Stop that, please. This came first. This is 2013 content, by the way. I am not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present and allow me to a moment to cogitate. Cogitate, yes. My big fucking dumb horned helmet. I forgot to take it off. The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters, but I must admit I did not expect so proficient a performance against the enemy set against you. Yet, effective though your tactics were, I spied much room for improvement. As I watched you battle, the wheels of my mind whirled into motion. As they are wont to do, invented other possible strategies that you might have employed. The Guild of Nerds. Let's see, taking into account your current level of ability, factoring in the etheric constant, multiplying by a number of opponents, then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios. Oh dear, my calculations indicate failure upon encountering a threat level 9785. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. The threat level's over 9,000. Though the opportune window to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Kilia, a Melvan's Gate Assessor. Acting Guildmaster Fubigim elected me to oversee your training and provide any necessary guidance and instruction in the field of Arcanima. It's just MMO stuff, like, Genshin's very similar. Like, I can't even remember if there's multiplayer in Genshin, but, you know, it's that kind of vibe. From what I have observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail. Regarding your choice of arcane geometries, what factor most influences your actions during battle? So, what's the factor that influences your actions? The desire to outwit an enemy, potential for amusement. I simply do what feels right. I think I'm going to go with the third one. Purely because it's just the Giga Chad answer. I think that's the best option for me. I just do what for you feels right. Would you care to elaborate? No. Aha, just as I predicted, and now I have the final element needed to perform another calculation. The probability of you becoming an Arcanist of note is 90%, give or take 0.5%. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It was the man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the Guildmaster himself. He gave me a book, he did. While our inscrutable leader is, as I am sure you've heard, on an indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with his most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation into the desired reality. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty arcanists is beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with Carbuncle. Mastery within an arcane entity will greatly improve your success as a wielder of Arcanima. Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return directly to the guild. I believe Mistress Fubigim is awaiting some inspected cargo. And what of myself? I like to hear the sound of my own fucking voice, that's what. I'm off to the fields, of course. The tactics I reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real-life scenarios. Theory is all well and good, but there is no substitute for actual combat. We will meet again soon. Bye. Toodles. No, let's take that off. Yeah. And yeah, it's not too far from the city. I'll just sprint back up here. Big man, run. Ooh. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Genshin, you know, took from a lot of this kind of, you know, this kind of genre and this kind of feeling. Don't you worry, all of you guys. I will be back. Actually, items. Go to Speller, Gashel Greens. Yeah, cool. I will be going through all of this because I'm going to be I'm not recording this, but I'll just get the VOD and pop it up onto YouTube so I can sit through it and take notes again. Ah, quite. Have you returned with the cargo? I have indeed. Here's your practice crate. Yes, everything seems to be in order, relatively clear of blood and other gore. That can be something of a problem in our profession, you understand. I also had word from Kalia regarding your performance. She seemed eager to continue your training. An odd lass, I'll admit. But the guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. You would do well to heed the instruction she offers, particularly that which touches on the diligent approach to our art. Did you perhaps notice the battered tome that Kalia carries? That initiate's grimoire has served her from the day she entered the guild. She has her reasons, but it's admittedly strange to see it kept all the way to her present position as Foreseer. I fear such an intense focus on Arcanimir has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master strategist guides your Arcanist training, I hope you might return the favour and help to broaden her own perspective somewhat. But enough of such matters for the moment. You have done well this day. Continue your practice with Carbuncle, as Kalia was bid, and I will be here when the time comes for your next lesson. I'm gonna grab that. Doop. Time to look like a mage. I'm more magic-y already. Yeah. Okay, now we can fuck off back to Midlandsha. I don't have a lot of money, so yep, I'll use the free tickets. And by the time that I run out the free tickets, I will probably have enough money. Alright then. What's next for you? So, the owner of Somerford Farms wishes you to inspect your equipment and thereby gauge your readiness for the tasks he has in mind. I have in mind to set you to a task cross, but before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies, you understand. It might be well that the ones here have traded in their cutlasses for coulters, but they're still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're more suitably equipped. So, equip your head, body, hands, legs and feet. Okay. And I can do it straight away. Nice. Let's have a look. As long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you into the sharks. Erstwhile buccaneers are an ornery lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I'd say you have a little trouble getting their attention. Right. You know what, with this, I will just take that. Yay! Level 8 already. The aura of confidence tells me, alright, you have a good one, man. Yeah, it's getting late now. Don't feel like you have to stick around. See you later, man. An aura of confidence tells me that you've not been idle since we last met. I hope I have read you all right, for I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? No. Yeah. Yes, that adventurer is me. So, are we a competent adventurer now? Good to hear, then I shall lay before you the sorry tale. You have heard the rumours of the abductions. Citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa, as if plucked from the face of Heidling, boots and all, by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with Summerford Farms, might you ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavoury fellows with azure-tattooed faces have been caught creeping up to the edges of the fields and spying on my yeoman. People are getting abducted, oh dear. Now I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinised by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced that they're the kidnappers of rumour, come for their hides. Needless to say, they're besides themselves with worry, and their work's suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. It is a struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse of a morning. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed fucks for me? Sure. Good lad. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. I suggest you begin by having a look around the Seasong Grotto. If reports are to be believed, the unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful though. I couldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with there. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, alright? Yes, just send him by himself. Smart idea. Whee! Pop that there. Fucking pop that there. Let's see what random guy I get following me. It's a gremlin. I'll have a gremlin following me for a little bit. I do like the music in these areas. Holds a special place in my heart. Oh yeah, I forgot I need to be under here. Whee! Sweet, more things to kill. Come on. Cool. And I'm gonna come up. Yeah, this is the first boss. Instance battles. Yay. So I actually have to fight something properly.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide.
Yay, voice acting.
I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone.
This is Y'shtola. She is a main character and the de facto spokeswoman of the game, as it were. So when they do crossovers and bits and pieces like that, where 14 stuff gets included in other things, Y'shtola is used as the kind of crossover character. For example, Dissidia and other bits and pieces. She's quite popular, but I do not like her that much.
Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms.
Yes, that's me.
I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark. Or perhaps not.
Something to kill. Yay!
As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Fuck yeah, can I beat this super hardcore content? And Y'shtola gets to use spells that don't exist in the game anymore, which is annoying. I think there's going to be ads. Yep, there they are. So yeah, the gameplay starts you off nice and slow to begin with, and it won't be until around about level 50 or so before anything really interesting comes in terms of like the fights. Like there's a few like decent mechanics before then. Oh yeah, it's on that button instead. I'm used to playing with different. So I am level 8 at the moment. And but don't worry, I'll get to much higher levels very, very quickly, because the main story gives you far too much experience. I'm going to be getting to level 10 in this session. Oh, I forgot there's still voice acting. Ooh, a crystal. But what I mean is the fights really start getting by interesting, I mean interesting to me, someone who's been playing this for years and years and years. They start to put in a lot more of the like more thinky mechanics at level 50 because that was the original end game level.
Feel. Think.
So this is the Call of Heideling, which is the Mother Crystal, which you will see in a moment. A meteor shower awakens the echo in some people. Oh, the little robe I've got on.
Crystal bearer.
Yeah, it's some basic bitch leveling gear.
I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
I need to mess around with something called G-Shade, which does some like lighting bits and pieces.
Banish the darkness, dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
Yeah, I'll mess around with something to sort out the lighting effects and kind of give it a little bit of a bump, so it looks a bit better.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee.
But this ran on a PS3 to begin with.
Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Remember, this is an MMO. Everyone's Warriors of Light. Look at us. They're so cool. Got a weird neckbeard thing going on.
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
I just had a vision quest. Woo!
Awake again, are we? Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether?
Well, I saw this great big bloody crystal.
I beg your pardon. A towering crystal? I'm sure I don't... Oh!
I don't like her voice actor as well. Her new voice actor is a lot better, but still don't like the character that much.
Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
Ah, yes. A main character I just met. Yeah, I could just go up this way. Ooh. Like, the art style, I'd say the art style is strong. Like, some of the creature designs they steal from other FF games. I'm not too sure about 11 because I've never played that, but I know that this design for this kind of monster came around in 12. I like 12. Twelve's a game I might stream at some point. Might see if I get a PC version rather than just a PS4 version, or I can get my old Elgato up and running, see what I can do with that. I think it's even on Game Pass. I could probably move the Xbox One easier, because the PS4s mainly are, it's our streaming device as well. Rightio then. Get me to level 9. Cross, right glad I am to see you safely returned. My labs were gabbing about hearing what sounded like all 7 hells breaking loose near the grotto, and I fear I'd sent you to your death. If you were in the middle of that commotion, I hope it yielded something of interest. I hate to think you risked your life for naught. I got something. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew in the cave, eh? I agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farmhands back to a life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep, and sent a maddened gooboo on you. Aye, the pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. I best warn the lads and lasses in my employ, to be on guard against their schemes. You met someone else at the grottos, a woman with a strange contraption. Ah, you stole her. She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Her studies of the ether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's not looking lass, I'll grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers, you may take my word for that. Where trust should be lacking is in those yeomen of mine, who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate pasts. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Cross. If it weren't for the efforts of the stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in a far worse state than it is. Just you keep along lending your talents to those in need, eh? Help bring Limsa to the brighter future she deserves. I did it. I'll grab some of that. Like, there's some really interesting monster designs. At least I think so. I'll show you one in a second. That sea slough Severin and his lot, never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Stelwern would like a word, and then don't take no for an answer. Lazy men. Where are these guys? There's one round the back of here. There he is. Work? Ha! Can't work when my hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I'd wager my last skill you'd never guess what I'm drinking. Swill water or swill wine? Yeah, let's just go for swill water. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day or of doing Stelwyn's chores, you feel will afford me a taste of proper grog. Yes, you'll be able to get the nice booze if you actually did something. Alright, where's this guy? There he is. Little Lalafell. How am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess at what I've had for breakfast. He's gonna have breadsticks for brekkie. What? Gods, how did you know? It's my breath, ain't it? It probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. But I know why you're here. Yeah, I'd just as soon get some real food in me. I ain't one to reject a summons from the captain. And the last. There's more. There's more dudes. There's plenty more dudes. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days? Skirmishing a wanton slaughter. Let's go for that one. You bet your beard I did, lad. Aye, those were the days. I reckon now I'd have to be satisfied in taking my axe to the trees. It's a hard life being a pirate. Poor, poor guys. Ah, you're on the other fucking side. I can't sprint as well, god damn it. Alright, this guy, and then they've got one more. So, Stelwyn sent you. And what do you reckon I say to that? Work is for the weak and witless, or I've saucier seeds to sow? Let's go with that one. Kuma brain. Damn right. Didn't get to where I am by taking guff off of any glorified gardeners, but I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. They're still loyal to their captain. So yeah, you've got these things, which are goobos. Goobos are interesting. They're big and leathery. They've got like 4 rows of teeth, little beady eyes, and plants growing out their backs. Yes. I need to send you a video at some point actually, Charlie, which is average Lalafell day. You may love it. It's one of those proper early on FF14 memes. Here's the last fucker. Wait, fucker. I'm Severin. You the old man's errand boy now. Tell my dear old captain not to wet his breeches. I'll be along. And just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on, and then ride on out. Oh, the squirrel. You mean my carbuncle? Or do you mean that? I made the carbuncle with magics. Ping! He can do all kinds of things. But this is a gremlin. And what else have I got? Minion wise. I've got a Moogle, which just floats along, being all moogly. So the bright and glowy one is the one that I summon, and then the other one is a minion, another collectible type of thing. So they just follow you around, do some actions. Let's go naming way. Yeah. And go back up here. So if you watch when I'm fighting, I'll be summoning different colours of the carbuncles, which is the glowing one, as I fight things. So it will change from blue, red, yellow, green, back to blue. And that's before I even get stuff like access to a big dragon and a phoenix. You continue to impress, lad, but all but Severin are accounted for. It's no fault of yours he squirmed out. I've let that worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. But rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where all such worms belong. Yay! I do not want that. They're bad. Pains me to say, but all the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some, like you, who can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my backs. More than once I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be the least surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I'm going to find and confront the bastard for me. I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Cool. I must now go hunt him down, because he's down there. Oh yeah, you can get all kinds of little minions to follow you around. This is the only pet kind of job, and what it splits into are both use the same kind of similar idea of a little pet following you around. None of the other ones do that. And just making my way. Is that even just your basic fish enemy? Yeah. Does he even have eyes? Oh, they're right at the front. Oh, that's... I forgot about that. Let me run, please. I can't wait until I get flying in these zones. It makes the life so much easier. Severin. Bloody elves. I'm up the straight without the paddle. Ah, I need to cast a doubt. So, let me speak and turn into an emote. Wag my big finger at him. What's this now? Stale and sent you for the oranges. Huh, so the old bugger had known all this time. Ah, what does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody-goody adventurer types, right? Go rescue my mates from those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Oh no. The goblins got them. Okay then. So, I'll do this dead quickly. Ah, everything's gonna die too quickly. Fuck. And let's go give these guys a hand. Severin sent you? Ha! The way he flew out of there, I was sure he sold us down the river. So this Severin chap is, he doesn't have a lot of good evidence pointing towards how his ability as an upstanding citizen. If he hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. And up you go. I owe you one. Would have gotten away myself if it not for Severin shoving me aside. Okay then, back to it. you can deal with all these origins. You saved my mates, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed I couldn't clean up my own mess. But a pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you the sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Osin and send him my regards. Right, shit, I actually need to pick those up. And head back up. Oh, yes, just over here, that's not too bad. Yeah, I am going to stop soon because I'm an old man nowadays. And I am getting reasonably tired. But first, here. Have a ruby carbuncle, and he goes up and does that. Yeah. So you get different little stands depending on what gems that you use. Oh, almost. Yeah, I'm going to get to a safe place, which is probably just handing in this quest, and I'm going to finish it there, because, good lord, I'm quite tired. And what have we here? A delivery from Summerford Farms, and as scheduled. Ha, there's a first time for everything. Give him the oranges. Well, look at that, not a single one missing either. But the only things not here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. Here's Stale One's payment in full. With you, I can trust it will reach him. Yay, I'm trusted to go do basic errands. Yeah, the lovely sheep have cutesy wootsy faces. Back in one piece, that's relief. How did you fare? I did it. Here's your money. I could have kept it myself. Ah, this is what I was aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed, alright. Though I'd be telling you false if I claimed I had not held out for more hope for severing. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top, but to sell us all short in favour of those godforsaken goblins. You do well to mind yourself around that two-guild cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, then there's no telling what he'd do to you. Oh dear. Give me that. Yay! More abilities, more tutorials. Right, I'm going to go back. I think I can stay good enough to do the level 10 quest, and from the level 20 quest we can pop some over here. Yeah, from the level 10 quest I can then start getting other things. Gotta get a new book. Level 10 below. That'll probably be better. 11. I'll grab the gloves this time. Yes, quite. The time for your next lesson is upon us. You are keeping well, I trust. Taking the occasional brisk walk, one cannot form sound thoughts if one fails to maintain a sound body. Now, assuming you have been following Kalia's instructions, you should be ready to face the more dangerous threats found in western Lenosha. I speak of roselings and wild jackals, and yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. 'Tis the perfect sample size. The first acts as a preliminary test case, the second to test your hypotheses, the third to perfect your tactics as you devise. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply flinging ruin over and over again. You are not the novice you once were, and your skills in the field ought to reflect that. If you find yourself wanting for other approaches, consider assault with ruin in tandem with the attacks from your carbuncle. When timed appropriately, you can deal a crippling blow to your opponent. Use your magic. Right, I have to go to... that's west of Fanalan. Right, I am actually going to stop it there. Because, oh goodness gracious, I've been up since like 7 o'clock this morning dealing with a needy baby. He needs attention, and I'm happy to give it to him. And yeah, I'm gonna log out. It's been nice playing, and I should be back on relatively soon to carry on, and then we can crack on into the other classes and have their stories as well. Yeah. So, oh dear, thank you for coming along, and I might work on getting some extra stuff for the stream as I go forward, but for now, that's it from me. I'm gonna just exit the game. Thank you, and yeah, I'll bug people and try and get some more people to come through. But yeah, thank you very much, and good night.